What's up, y'all? I'm back. I'm back like I never left. Real quick. I just got off the phone with my college roommate. That's my boy, my dog, my partner, Melvin. We was having a conversation, and we always end up talking about school all the time. We always end up talking about school, and I told y'all why I love my alma mater, Mississippi Valley State University, but I really want to go in detail about the culture, like the experience that I had just being at a HBCU and what that experience is like, because I know we have a lot of similar experiences across different HBCUs, which is historically black colleges and universities across America. But okay, let me give y'all a backstory before I went. Before I went to college, right, I watched movies like Drumline, Stomp the Yard, which had my mindset just like buzzing and racing for the chance that I had to go to college. My father told me that college would be some of the best times of my life. And when I tell y'all he wasn't lying at all. Like, the memories that I have at that school is stuff I will keep with me forever. Like, I remember just anticipating like certain events happening to me just watching these movies. Like, man, I wonder if I'm gonna be in a fraternity, which I currently am. I wonder if I'm gonna meet a pretty woman as beautiful as Megan Good, which I did, and I'm still with her. I wonder if I'm gonna meet like a group of friends from all different types of regions in the world and still be bonded with them after I leave college, and which I did. So all these things was racing my mind. Like, I just knew I was gonna find a fine chick like Megan Good or Zoe Saldana that Nick Cannon was dating when he was at school in Drumline. And I just was like anticipating all the different aspects of it, like waking up, being on your own, going to class, like all that type of stuff, and just seeing the yard popping. So my pops, he went to school at Alcorn State University. That's in Lorman, Mississippi. Alcorn is another HBCU, like a rival of Mississippi Valley State. We're more rivals of Jackson State, but anyway, my pops went there. He from Chicago. He was born in Mississippi, moved to Chicago when he was 5. Had grandparents in Mississippi, but he's a Chicago boy. Went to school down there, and he had the time of his life. He told me, Malcolm, when you go to school, you're never gonna forget these times. You gonna have a lot of fun, especially when you go away. My whole thought process when I was 17, 16, thinking about school, I knew I wanted to have an experience away from the shy. Like, I knew, like, I didn't want to be at Carbondale. I didn't want to be 4 hours away. I wanted to be like in the South. I wanted to experience something different around people that I really didn't go to school with. Like, I wanted to be in a different culture than the shy. So it couldn't get much different than Mississippi. Mind you, I went to a school, like, my school was really smack dead, and like some people call it, some people call it like in the middle of nowhere almost. Like, really, it's really like Greenwood is the next biggest thing next to us, but it's really like in the middle of nowhere. You got the gas station across the street. You got a couple little restaurants, and it's Urbana, Mississippi, a small town. And I remember, like, when I got there, like, first of all, when I got out the truck, like, I felt like somebody was choking me. It was that hot. Like, I had to adjust to that heat in the South, because it get hot in Chicago, but the heat in Mississippi was something totally different. So yeah, like, I packed up my stuff, went out there. I earned a 4-year academic scholarship to go to Mississippi Valley State University. I told the story about how that happened in my other video that y'all can check out later on the channel. But I little did I know, like, I was gonna be in a culture that really, like, it brings me joy now. Like, my little sister is at their school right now, and I'm ready. I didn't go to homecoming this time. Next year, I'm ready for homecoming, because that's one experience you never gonna forget. If you never been to a historically black college homecoming, you missing out. When I say the bands, people look forward to the bands performing as much as the football games. It's a showdown. Like, you want to see, like, on Drumline, when, when the drum majors get out there and do their thing, and when the people on the snare drum snapping and killing it, dudes on the tuba and stuff killing it. Like, that's how it really was. Like, People stayed to watch the bands get down and really was like applauding and cheering on their best friends in the band. My first year at Mississippi Valley State University, my homie Chip from Detroit, my boy from Detroit, Michigan, a Midwest boy like me, he had a band scholarship at Valley. He was in a band and he was killing it. When I say he was a whole different type of person in a band, like when he was in a room, he was chill, laid back. In the band, you would never know that was him. He was getting busy, getting down, and everybody in there cheering, going crazy, clapping for him. Matter of fact, he was Mr. Mississippi Valley State University after I was. So shout out to my boy, a fellow Mr. MVSU. But anyway, like the band culture. Then on Wednesday, every Wednesday, we had something called Chicken Wednesday. Yes, Chicken Wednesday. You got fried chicken or grilled chicken with cornbread. You got greens. You got macaroni and cheese. You got sweet potatoes. Like, come on, bro. You got peach cobbler on days. So if you missing some of that homemade, your mama cooking, your grandmama cooking in the kitchen on Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, you gonna get it on Wednesday. Like, bar none. On Friday, they got something called Fish Friday. Fish Friday got the fried fish or they got the baked fish for you. This fish is amazing. And they got the hot sauce in the cafeteria to top it off to make it even better with the rice and the corn and all type of I'm telling you, like the food, like you get that southern cooking down south that I had. Fried chicken Wednesday and fish Friday. Then homecoming day. You open your blinds and look out the window. You see a sea full of like RVs and stuff. Everybody that came back, like people that been at the school, they coming back. They went to school, graduated 30 years ago. They still pack up and come down there and visit. Matter of fact, my cousin graduated. My cousin Alana graduated in she graduated in the 80s, in the mid 80s. And she come back every year. When I was down there, she came back, was giving me plates of food, chili, fish. She was cooking all type of stuff and having me take it back to the room. I had ample food to eat for a week after she was gone. She fed my friends everything. People all outside got bars set up. People outside just handing food out, passing it out. It's like a cultural experience and everybody treats you like family. Like, I was like, oh my God. Then when you see the fraternities. So this is how I found out I really wanted to be a noob. When I seen a noob is a Kappa member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, got the coat of arms on my neck. When I saw them brothers perform at the probate and at the step show, and I saw how clean cut them brothers was, how smooth they was, how they had the women loved them, like for real, like, and they love they image, like things like they was just cool guys, chill down to earth, like, and real just good, cool people that I vibed and meshed with. The older brothers looked out for me. I said, man, I want to do that. That was some cool dudes. But anyway, outside of the Kappas, you gonna see just nothing but crimson. That's the Kappa colors, crimson and cream. You gonna see nothing but the royal purple that you're gonna see from the Omegas, purple and gold. You're going to see the deltas with crimson and cream. You're going to see the AKAs with the green and pink, the gold and the black from the alphas, the blue and white with the sigmas and the zetas. Like, it's just going to be that popping. Like, you really going to experience, like, oh my God, what is this? Then you're going to go to the step show. Look, when I tell you the step show, it's like you going to the club. It's like you going to the club. You got to wear your best outfit when you go to the step show. Matter of fact, you got to wear your best outfit on Chicken Wednesday because you just never know who you going to run into up in here. The girl of your dreams who you might be trying to talk to for a long time. You trying to get her attention. If you fly enough and you go up in that line 2 or 3 times where she could see you a couple of times, you probably going to get her, dog. You might got a chance of getting her. You know what I mean? Like, so, and same thing applies to the step show. Brothers was going in there, dressed GQ going to the step show. Like they was finna go and perform. Like it was just that serious. Like it was an event. Like people would be like just enamored with the Greek culture that everybody was just ready to see what the Kappas was gonna do this year, what the Qs was gonna do. Kids be anticipating the performances because they growing up and watching this and they knowing what they probably want to do, what organization they want to be a part of when they get older and get to college. So it was like I never knew that people like really like saw this every single day. It's kids that grew up on the campus because they had like housing on campus, and they kids, their mothers were professors or their father was a professor, so they grew up on the campus and they saw these activities all the time. These festivities, they knew that what they probably wanted to become, what organization, or fraternity or sorority they wanted to be a part of, what they wanted to major in, what events was at homecoming. Like we had comedians coming down there all the time. Bruce, where they had my man Ray Lapowski, Gary Owen coming down the valley, and we had all these different comedy shows during like homecoming week. You gonna have the comedy show, you gonna have the gospel show, you gonna have the step show, you gonna have a talent show, you gonna have what else we be having throughout the week? You gonna have a performance from a musical artist gonna come and perform. You gonna have like all different all different type of events for you to just get involved with and just be happy for. When I was Mr. Mississippi Valley State University, I'm sorry, I got a little cough, a little cold a little bit. When I was Mr. Mississippi Valley State University, that's something that you get when people vote for you. You know, they vote and they decide that they want you to represent the school and you want to be the person that, like I was given me and Miss Mississippi Valley State University, Brianka Kimbrough. She went to Arkansas State with me too, and for graduate school. We would represent the school and we would talk about what was going on at the school, or festivities that was planned. We would address the school, address the student body about important matters. Like when one of the students there tragically lost her life in a car crash. We addressed the student body and talked and spoke good things about her, you know, at a candlelight vigil that we had. You know, we spoke it while her family was present. I would go help with certain recruitment things, open house time. Me and Brianka would be talking about how Valley is great for us. We were ambassadors for the school, and I was a student ambassador too with the green jacket, like I won the Masters, you know what I'm saying, the golfing thing, whatever. But anyway, me and like during homecoming week, we was in a parade. It's a parade for the school, a parade around the school, a parade around the whole town of Itta Bena, where like when you go to school in a small town, everything that the college does is big for that town. Because whether it's football, basketball, whether it's the Mr. and Miss Mississippi Valley State University parade, the coronation ceremony. I had a ceremony. I really want to share some pictures of y'all or show y'all some pictures. Like I might have to share my Instagram page, something like that with y'all or something, so y'all can see the pictures that I had when I was Mr. Mississippi Valley State University. Me and Brianka, we had like all white on. We got a whole ceremony where we got crowned and everything. Crowned by the previous Mr. and Miss Mississippi Valley State University. And then the school president and his wife was there to crown us as well. So that was like a whole fun experience for me. My family came down. They all came down, came to see me and everything. I had like, and because I was Mr. Mississippi Valley State, I don't know if they got this at other schools or not. I know at HBCUs, they have it all the time. Because I was Mr. Mississippi Valley State, I had like a suite to myself that I stayed in. I didn't have a roommate my senior year. I had like 2 rooms in one, my own bathroom in my room. I had carpet in my room. It was real player. And my mama and them came down there. They had vapors in it, making my room smell good. Real good. I vacuum and all type of stuff. They had it set up like all type of scents and fragrances. My mom and them had me living good. But yeah. So during the homecoming week, you got the parade and all that type of stuff you get to see, and everybody in the town would come out and like be waving, want to take pictures and everything, because this is what the school, the town really all they have is the university. They attached to their university with their heart and soul because their families went there. You know, they had like some of their favorite moments has been at the school. Family, friends, they went there. Like, so everything that we did at the school, not just me, I'm saying, but the school did, they were there. So when you got campus, you got community involvement like that at the school, it's even more ridiculous. Like my freshman year, I remember we had like we had the best basketball team in our conference. They won 17 games straight. And when I tell you, we had ESPN coming in there, reporters, because our coach used to play for, the coach of the team at the time used to play for Rick Pitino in Kentucky. His name was Sean Woods. And he had a great recruiting class of players that got in trouble at other schools and were getting a second chance to to showcase their basketball abilities and to start over academically. And he brought those guys in and had a magical run along their way to the NCAA tournament. Even played in front of the President Barack Obama at the NCAA play-in game in the tournament. So that was real dope. But yeah, like the football games too. When I say people getting dressed up, putting all type of, you can see this at any other school too. But I'm saying like we had the dance and the satin dolls, the girl dancers, like they was like doing a thing. Everybody came out to see these performances from these different groups, the band, the satin dolls. You really wanted to see what all these groups were gonna do and the football team. Then like I remember just like being bored on a Saturday. Me and my homie like, bro, what we finna do? But we just go around and we'll find some fun somewhere. We'd be in the lobby of the dorms. Like me and my homie, we used to kick it in the girls' dorm downstairs, just chilling in the lobby. When our homegirls down there come down there and kick it with us, we be down there playing some Uno. We be down there cracking jokes, watching TV. Man, we was really kicking it. Like we had real good friends that'll let us, like my homie, they'll take us to McDonald's. We ain't had no car down there. So they'll take us to McDonald's. We'll get something to eat 2, 3 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the girls down there, it was before I had a girl, you know what I'm saying? But come down there, come kick it with us or vibe with us and stuff like that. So we always found a way to have fun all the time, whether something was really going on or not. They had like costume parties on Halloween. Everybody walk around campus dressed up as Halloween characters. The back to school parties, the back to school events on the yard. Like when I tell you, like on some real parking lot pimping type stuff, like the music blasting out the speakers with the DJ playing in the parking lot, music, everybody just sitting outside, just chilling, having fun, interacting with each other, dancing. You got fraternities and sororities strolling. You got all different type of just like fun amongst. You know what I'm saying? Amongst like your people, like it just was dope at the HBCU, man. It was real fun, and I'll never forget it. I made friends that I'm never gonna forget for the rest of my life. Like we was doing everything together. We like going to the cafeteria. You gotta have your dogs with you a lot of times to go in there. You have like you got your boys with you. Y'all in there eat, cracking jokes, chilling. What else, man? I feel like I ran through so much stuff, but that experience. Chicken Wednesday. Oh, so y'all know too. The first time I ever got on a train, like an Amtrak train, was when I went to Mississippi Valley State. So at Mississippi Valley, the airport was 2 hours away from where my school was. The closest thing to us was the train station, the Amtrak train station in Greenwood. So I get one of my homies to take me to Greenwood, or one of my instructors I was real cool with. Take me to Greenwood. First time I ever went, my homie Danny Fairley. Danny took me to the train. I had barely known Danny that long, but that's like in Mississippi, bro. Everybody's so hospitable for the most part. They're so like nice. They don't care. They gonna help you out if they can, or if they can't, they gonna find somebody that can help you out. Plenty of times I didn't have a ride. I had a ride normally. Somebody that usually take me couldn't take me, but they found somebody else who would take me or pick me up from where I needed to go. So that's how real like the bond and the brotherhood and the friendship that I've developed with men and women down there, like for real. So when I went to the first time I ever got on the train was when I was coming home for Thanksgiving, my freshman year. I remember this because Drake had just dropped the Take Care album, and J. Cole had just dropped the that Sideline Story. So that's really what got me through my first semester, y'all. Because like, I was really like going through it. You know what I mean? So, because it was like a whole lot of work. It was just a lot of like, you know what I'm saying? It was adjustment period. Being homesick, being away from family, all that. It was all that combined. But anyway, I remember going home on a train. It was a 13-hour ride. You get on at night. By the time you wake up in the morning, you probably there or almost there. I was so anxious, but the train was nice. They had outlets on there. They got a cart you can eat on, a lounge cart you could just chill. And it was a lot of the Chicago kids like me. We always on the train headed back to the crib all the time. We leaving at the same time, coming back at the same time. So you gonna see one of your peoples on there. Y'all gonna interact. Y'all gonna talk. If you didn't know them and you just see their face, you gonna get cool with them on a train because y'all from the same area. Y'all going back at the same time, coming back. We would take the train here, and then either you get off at Union Station or you get off at Homewood or whatever. Then you get back, you coming back, you go back downtown Chicago, get on the train at Union Station and head out. So, man, like, I will never forget none of that. Like, none of that getting on the train. What else, man? Look, Walmart was like going to the mall out there. Like, I'm telling you, I went to school in a small town. So Walmart, and then I went to HBCU. Every time I go into Walmart, I see somebody up in there, Malcolm, down, somebody hollering my name down there or something. We just see each other. We in there cracking jokes. Me and my homie Melvin, we in there cracking jokes with folks, cracking jokes with the guys that we know, with the girls we know, so we cracking jokes, messing with them and all that type of stuff, everything. So it was an experience like no other. But Walmart really like the mall in Mississippi. Like, everybody and their mama, you gonna see everybody and their mama in there. People go to Walmart when they ain't got nothing to do, just because they know they gonna run into people, run into some type of action, some type of way, whether you're looking for action with the women, if you're looking just for, like, you know what I'm saying, to crack some jokes with some of your boys you might see, or just see some people you ain't seen in a long time. It never fails. I took my little sister down to school with me and my moms, and I seen like 3-4 people I went to school with in Walmart still then. Like, you know what I mean? So you still gonna run into people in that Walmart in Greenwood, Mississippi, man. But the HBCU experience is beautiful. It's beautiful. The bond that I have with my teachers, like my teachers, they really want to know that I'm doing well. They seek me out. They they find me on social media. First I didn't know how to feel about that. I'm like, oh my God, but I don't be posting nothing too wild anyway. But anyway, yeah, like when I come back to school to visit, they always asking what I'm doing and trying to make sure me and my boy Melvin, my other homies, we all straight, and just really trying to help us in whatever way possible if they can. So, matter of fact, the person that I was doing a radio show under, I had my own radio show. I had my own, my own radio show called Sports Hustle. I really got that show from Link Edges. Shout out to Link. Link created the show. He created the name Sports Hustle. They passed it on to me. So it really became my own because I was the lead host of it, but Link the one that started it. So I had a radio show that I started off co-hosting, but I became the lead host once Link left. Then I had my own, I did a TV show with my boy Kevin Woods. I did sideline reporting for the football team. I did color commentating for the basketball team. I wrote sports stories for the school newspaper. And I did, like, what else I did? I'm trying to think what else I did. Oh, I did sports writing on the sports web page. So I was involved in everything. And I feel like I'd have never got those same opportunities if I wasn't at this HBCU that was really, like, fostering towards me, trying to help me get towards my dream. They presented me with opportunities that wouldn't probably been available at other big time schools. And I took advantage of them. And the experience came back tenfold, man. So my dog's acting crazy. But anyway, yeah, so I just will never forget none of that. Like, none of that. We played Jackson State. Everybody, the crowd going back and forth. I remember when I was Mr. Mississippi Valley State and the other Mr. Jackson State, we going back and forth. And I'm telling them, we gonna win. And we won the game. The first time Mississippi Valley had beaten Jackson State in football in like 19 or 18 years. It was ridiculous. So, to see the fans going crazy and like we had a whole like pep rally with the team and all of that. Like, Midnight Madness before the basketball season start. When you just trying to prep your school for the basketball season, the dunk contest, all of that. Then we had midnight breakfast. Like breakfast at 12 o'clock at night. Everybody getting up from their dorm room in their pajamas and their sweatpants, do-rags on. Some girls got their scarf on. We in there kicking it, eating, talking loud, being silly, being, young kids at the time, enjoying each other's company. So, never gonna forget it. I rambled a lot on this video, but I'm never gonna forget that experience that I had at the HBCU. And if you can experience it, I encourage you to do so. Don't believe the rumors about how you don't get a top-notch education and nothing like that, because I went to that school And I'm confident that I can go, me and my friends and colleagues from that school, from Mississippi Valley State, small Mississippi Valley State University, we can go and debate with Harvard scholars, with Harvard scholars if we wanted to, and outbest them, or best them. I'm sorry, we would best them in a debate. So, and we went to that little bitty school. A lot of people say you shouldn't go to these HBCUs, these black colleges, because they don't teach you the same thing, but prepared us for the real world. It definitely did. And I'm proud that I went to that school. I'm proud that I went to HBCU. And I'm proud that I had that experience, y'all. Peace.